Dang. Kokomo! Welcome back! Oh, it is awesome to see you. I hope you are healthy. I hope you're covering up. I hope you're not snotting on anybody. Awesome. And you remember me, Professor Steve, here to show you awesome things. Science of magic. And as I told you before, anyone can do this stuff because as we talked about, magicians, wizards, they don't exist. You say, wait, Professor Steve, we saw a magician. You did. But that magician you saw, as awesome as he or she was, they didn't know any power, any special powers. They don't have any special powers. What they have are secrets and lots and lots and lots of practice. There are some tricks you might have to practice months and months to get exactly right. There are some you might have to practice years. And there are people that do magic tricks that have done that. But it's fun stuff. Girls are magicians, guys can be magicians. I'm going to tell you some secrets. Don't tell them to other people once you do the trick and they ask you how it's done. You know, hey, Professor Steve said I couldn't tell you. Remember this. You need to look the part, pick what you want, and you need some kind of a wand. Oh, look at this. Look at this. Remember, nothing special about it. Nothing. It's just a plain old stick or a wand. You wave it around and stuff like this. And be careful, though. That was the one I used last time. You know, you can fix it all you want like that, so don't do that. No, I'm going to teach you an awesome trick. This is one that you can do, and you have everything at home you need for this right now. You can call it whatever you want, but I'm going to call it the floating water trick. Okay, I'll show you how you do it. You need a couple things. First of all, if you are going to do it inside, you need a bucket, a plain old bucket. You'll see why when we actually start doing it. Nothing special, I'm not trying to fool you here. Okay, the next thing is you need something to put the water in. So, I used to tell people, get a glass container. But then I thought, wait a minute, you might drop it. You might hurt your toe. And sometimes it's harder to find those. So I'm going to have you do it using a bottle of water. Now, if you want to be really fancy, take the label off, just like this. Now, you need to do something to it. This is before you do the trick. Make sure that there is not a lot of stuff right here. What is in right here? If you said my finger, you are correct. But there's something else. It's the stuff you breathe. You sniff it up your nose hole. You blow it out your mouth. You know what I'm talking about? Oxygen. Air. Now, air is an amazing thing, but air is very powerful. If you saw me anytime doing my program about space, you know that this is why space people have to wear a suit, because there's no oxygen in space. See, air is constantly pushing on us. How much? 14.7 pounds per square inch. You say, Professor Steve, how much is 14.7 pounds? That would be a bowling ball. You say, Professor Steve, what's a square inch? Oh, here's a square inch. 1 inch by 1 inch by 1 inch by 1 inch. That means right now, I have a bowling ball pushing on my forehead, just in that little space there. But notice, I got a big forehead. I got more spaces. So that's one bowling ball. Oh, here's another one. Another 14.7 pounds right there. Oh, wait, another one. Right there. Guys, I have much more space I could do, which means I have thousands of pounds pushing on me. Then how come I'm not a little flat pancake? Because I've also got air pushing out from me. That's right. We're a bunch of airheads. And that's good. Because the air inside pushes out and counteracts the other air and maybe does that. Now here's the deal. That air is going to mess up my trick. So what I need to do is I need to make sure that I fill in some of that air. So you don't have to fill it up to the very, very top. Just about like that. Just like that. That looks good. And then put the cap back on, and then you've got your bottle. Oh, you need one other thing. Get a piece of cardboard, heavy paper, not regular paper, but thicker. I found an old deck of cards. Remember these? I found a deck of cards that wasn't being used, and I cut them into little squares. Right there. That is beautiful. No glue, no tape, no sticky, just a piece of cardboard. All right. Now here's what you're going to do. You're going to get in front of your group, and you're going to look mysterious. And then you're going to wave your fingers creepily. And you're going to say, I am going to show you an awesome magic trick. You will pick up the bottle like this. Carefully take off the lid. Oh, and about this bottle, don't squeeze it. It's not your boyfriend or girlfriend. You don't need to be hugging it. You don't need to be squeezing it. No, and if you squeeze it, all the guts come out. Just like your boyfriend or girlfriend. So, here's the deal. You're going to hold it nicely like this. You're going to take your little card here. Remember, no glue, no tape. And you're going to set it just like that. Now, did I do anything tough? No, I just set it up there, you know. Now, I'm going to hypnotize the water. No, not really, but make it look good. Water. You are now hypnotized. And you will stay in the bottle until I release you. Does this do anything at all? No. Now, you're going to take the bottle. You're going to put your fingers right there. You're going to flip it upside down just like that. You're going to stare at it. And move your fingers. You must have goldfish in there now. Guys, look at that. What is holding that water up? The card? No, it's stuck on there. But the air. 14.7 pounds pushing up. And the water just stays up there. Oh, it looks magical. But it's just science. Now I'm going to try to switch hands. This is very tricky. Hopefully we can do it. Look at that, just like that. Now, how do I release the water? By dehypnotizing it. No, it's not hypnotized. I stare at it, creepily move my hand, and when I snap my fingers, well, it can't hear it, but I get a little squeeze, just a little one, like this. Water. You will be released upon my command. When I snap my fingers on the count of 3. 1, 2, and 3. Just like that. You know what? All I did was took the air that was doing its work anyway, and I dressed it up, and I creepily moved my hands, and I hypnotized it. No, not really. And it looked good. Now, once you practice this, this is like grade school level. Now I'm going to show you high school level. Here's the deal. This right here, notice when I first took my finger off, notice I could tell it wasn't going to stay, so I kind of squeezed a little bit, and you saw some water. No, that didn't come from here. No, it came from here. I kind of suctioned it out a little bit. But what if I had a container where I couldn't kind of squeeze it? Like maybe a glass. Oh, let's try that. Let me pour some water in there. You know what? This is not 1 square inch opening. This is like 4 square inches. That's 14.7 times 4. That's almost 60 pounds. Does this water weigh 60 pounds? No! Oh, you have to make one change. Don't use this that you used before because it's not big enough. So I found myself, an old postcard. Oh, that's an awesome one. Wow, I shouldn't throw that away. I have this, I cut it into a 4x4 inch square just like that, big enough to fit on the top of whatever it is you're doing. Now look, I don't even have to worry about that because not with 60 pounds. Same way, you take the card, set it on top. Hypnotize the water, not really. Water, you are in my control and you will stay there until I release you. Now this one you're going to want to put most of your fingers on there because it's much bigger. You take it, flip it over like this, stare at it, move your hand, just like that. 60 pounds pushing up. It doesn't even matter that there's air in here because there's that much pressure. How am I going to release this? Okay, this is kind of tricky. You're going to take this hand, and when you put it there, almost have your pinky just barely touching that card. But be very careful. When you're ready to release it, you just kind of twitch your finger a little bit. It looks like this. Water, you will be released on the count of 3. 1, 2, 3. Just like that. All I did was twitch my finger and it fell off. Guys, you already have all this stuff at home. You don't have to go to Walmart or Kmart or CVS. You already got this. Now you got to practice it. Make it look good. And then do it for your friends. And when they ask how it's done, don't tell them. Hey, as always, you are awesome. Thank you for watching it. This is the 3rd one I've done, and there's more to come. So listen, be careful, be safe, cover your face, don't sneeze on me. Love you all. See you later.